I'm Zardas, and let's play Victoria 2. Welcome back to my USA series. This will be episode 3, and we are continuing here. We are getting to know our country a little bit more. We're going to play on speed 3, and things are moving along. Right now, we are working on colonizing out in the West. I believe we don't have a national focus. Yeah, national focus. Okay, wait, what is this? Talk of secession from the Union can be heard on the streets of Montgomery. In fact, all over Alabama, there is talk of secession as fewer and fewer feel that a meaningful compromise protecting that peculiar institution, slavery of the South, can be reached in a climate where Congress moves increasingly toward a position of favoring political reform. Scum. Okay, yeah, they are gaining more cores. I want to know, what are our national focus? Build railroads in Illinois and attract immigrants in New York. Okay, that's fine. That is what we want. Though, I think we probably ought to colonize some of these too. Colorado is going to go to Mexico before long. Idaho and Oklahoma we probably should work on. What is this? We have found where we've done clean coal technology. Let's go ahead and come in here and do culture. I'm tempted to do army tech. 10%. No, let's wait on that. Prestige gain. Let's see here. I want idealism, but we can't do that until 1840. So let's do positivism. Work on getting our literacy rate up a bit. Okay, unpause. We have a couple of policies or decisions we can enact, but they all center on slavery, and I want to try to, although it's tempting to do Kansas-Nebraska Act, which would repeal the Missouri Compromise and allow people to choose how to do their own colony out in the West. So if we did that, everybody in the South would lose consciousness, and everybody in the North would gain consciousness, which I think would make the South a little bit less likely to do anything, and us a bit more likely to outlaw slavery, because we would get more people in the North to be interested. If we look at population and go to, say, New York, which is our biggest one, then we have actually 80% are still conservative there. Interesting. Kentucky has the most liberal, or has a lot of liberal. Georgia, yeah, wow. A lot of the people in the South are where the liberals are. Interesting. And if we come here, let's see, I don't remember where it is, but if the liberalism gets above, or if they get above, where did I see that? Oh, here. If the upper house ever has 30% or more liberal representation, the South might very well decide to secede. So if the upper house gets above 30%, so then if we did this, yeah, okay, let's do it. By enacting the Kansas-Nebraska Act, we will effectively repeal the Missouri Compromise of 1820 and allow popular sovereignty to determine whether slavery should or should not be allowed in the former colony of Louisiana and the territories presently created out of it. Abolitionists will resent us for it, but it might be necessary to prevent the sundering of our Union. So we've done that. I'm hoping that will buy us a little bit of time to then eventually be able to just outlaw slavery without having the South secede, which might just be a losing battle anyway. But we're getting railroads built all over the place, getting things started, getting a lot of factories going. Everybody is happy right now. We're getting a lot of immigration. What is this? One of the impacts of the religious revival in the U.S. in the early 19th century would be sustained campaigns against perceived vices by those who believed they were doing God's work by attempting to stamp out such behavior. Saloons were a favorite target of such crusaders, and on occasion, saloons and their patrons would be physically attacked by zealots. Okay, that's fine. People are heading in one direction. Check out our military. If we built more army, although we have 14 out of 14 possible brigades, we can field 16 if we mobilize our poor citizens. Yeah, I think we'll just keep that there. Oh, but we can add more Navy if we want to. What is our Navy doing? What can we tell them to do? They are strong, but we can't really have them do anything. Okay, Liberals gained 2.5% in the House. We made a discovery, and here, a fisherman off the Newark coast has brought in an enormous catch today. His trawler is practically teeming with the richest oceans. Excellent. We can all poor strata in Newark lose 0.5 militancy, where we can get 50 fish in our national stockpile. Let's take that. Okay. I guess that we have to give them orders. They can't do automatic stuff. Like, we can't just have them go on a mission like in EU4. Which is fine. It just means a little bit more closely micromanaging. That's the word I wanted. In the meantime, we have a lot going on. It's a kind of a bummer to me that some of the states aren't quite the way they are today. What is this? This is an army down here. Out in Hot Springs. How is this war going for Texas? They are not in a war. Go to diplomacy. Texas. We can increase relations with them. Yeah, sure. Okay. Texas really likes us. That is good. I wouldn't mind having Texas be independent. It's weird. It's like I'm willingly letting them do a lot of things on their own. There's a lot of uncolonized land up there. Yeah, you know what? Let's come in. We're going to remove the national focus here. And let's start working on colonizing some of this stuff. Colonize Idaho. Get some more cattle land out here. And railroads in Illinois. I think that's going to happen anyway. I don't think we can colonize Colorado. They're going to get that one done before us. Let's go ahead and do Oklahoma. Okay, coffee time. What is this? Texas wants to form an alliance. I don't know that I want to do that because... Okay, how strong is Mexico? 19 military power. They're like the same as us. And if we ally with Texas, we're probably going to get dragged into a war with Mexico. Which, although that could actually help us, because then... Oh, that is Navy and... Okay. Alright, let's do it. If somebody attacks us, then I'm happy to try and take what we can. But, what is this? Texas applies for statehood. Yesterday morning, we received a petition from the Texan Congress requesting statehood in the United States. The state constitution has been submitted along with maps defining the state's territorial boundaries. Common opinion seems to hold it a foregone conclusion that we will accept this petition for statehood and forever join Texas into our glorious republic. If we say that, then Texas will really not like us. Yeah, okay, trust the common man to get it right. Okay, now, another astounding victory for the USA today, as it has now become clear that American Texas will, and has been expected for some time, be taken up in the American patrimony with full rights of national statehood. One question that will remain to be settled, or that still remains to be settled, however, is the issue of slavery. It can be extended within our country, and the question on the table is whether we wish to extend the institution to American Texas or not. Do not extend it. So everybody in the South will get mad. Yeah. Texas is a free state. Which hopefully they are not likely to want, or like hopefully they don't have a lot of people there that... Where is Texas? American Texas, there we go. So they have only 8.9% want slavery anyway. Okay, so that should be good. We're slowly weakening some of that. Now here, this is expected to finish in 1842. The American Methodist Episcopal Church, established in 1816 as by African American members of the Methodist Community of Philadelphia in the 1830s and 40s, the AME Church would rapidly expand its membership among both free and slave population in the U.S. during the era of religious revival. Okay, very good. So this one will be done 1842. Oklahoma will be done 1842. Mexico is going to colonize Colorado. We have a bankrupt thing in Massachusetts. It's canned food factory again. I think we've already bailed them out once. Needs 800 pounds to do that. I don't think we can do that. Yeah, we're going to just... I'll leave it. Maybe somebody will come back. In the meantime, we have unemployed in various parts of the country. So we're getting a lot of factories being constructed. That is good. We have our poor are getting luxury needs. The rich are not. That is fine. Well, let's raise this a little bit so we can start earning a little bit more money. Okay, and then national stockpile is fine. Putting a lot towards education. Military spending is medium. Okay. That should be good. I want to get that yeah, yesterday we earned a little bit there. That okay, that is per day. That's only 500 pounds, and that is 144,000. Okay. All right, so over time, I want to build that up quite a bit. We can do another brigade if we wanted to. I don't know where I would want to put that. Probably out here in Maryland or in Washington. Can't build an army there. Build an army. Let's get... Oh, it has to be in Texas. Interesting. What do we have right now? They have 4 brigades. Artillery, infantry, infantry, infantry. Let's build a cavalry. What do we have them down in the south for? That's weird. I don't know that we need them there. Here, these are cavalry. We have... Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and build another cavalry. $120 days. Okay. And upper house liberals have gained traction some more. National election is going on. Build navy. Can we? I mean, we could build more of this. Transports. Frigates. Man o' war. Steam transport. Oh, citizen policy debated in Ohio. So, do we want to... Yeah, let's go towards full citizenship. I think. Let's go here. So, citizenship is... I don't see that anywhere here. Yeah. Okay. We have more things we can do. Let's do this. Then let's come into politics. So, Fugitive Slave Act. By introducing Fugitive Slave Act, we can enforce the return of escaped slaves to their owners in the slave states. That will have the South lose consciousness, which might be worthwhile. Ostend Manifesto proposes that the island of Cuba should be annexed to the United States as a slave state to balance the expected influx of new free states in the West. Might reduce our standing with the European great powers. So we would gain infamy. Great powers would not like us. That is definitely not worthwhile. The Slave Act might be. So all the ones in the South lose consciousness. I think we wait. I kind of want to let them be. It's hard to decide, though. This is being built. It should be done in 1840. Then I want to move it down and add it to this army. But that is where we will leave it for today. So we have made some progress. Not like we're moving pretty slow, but we are getting more and more factories built all over the place. And that is going to really help us in the long run. And in fact, I want to see, Texas is working on ammunition. Georgia has a canned goods factory. Yeah, we have some factories in the south, but a lot of the ones we have are in the north, which is kind of how I want to leave it. If the south leaves, I want to just leave them alone, or like have them be pretty weak. So that is the plan. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.